Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the final set of levels for the new update in Dr. Mario World. And I beat all these with Wario. I had minimal difficulties besides the final stage, but that one didn't take too long either. So let's get into it. This first one here, you're really just trying to get to these Electro Bombs as quickly as you can. I spent a lot of time clearing stuff out, and maybe I shouldn't have. But that's alright, we have everything off stage now that we can, besides that one red virus in the corner. And now you're going to want to go for that red lock with whatever you've got. Then you're going to want to break through those crates on the side to get that green lock. And if you can get anything in between the viruses right now, that may be a good idea. You might want to wait since some of the crates are still caged up from the green lock. But it probably won't do that much. So, it's up to you really. I figured using a rainbow capsule there would work just fine. And I was not getting any single greens or a rainbow capsule anytime soon, so I decided to just start breaking stuff up. And I think I placed down a double blue at some point here. Oh, never mind. I do this, bringing a green down. The blue accidentally gets placed, but everything else is fine. We will have to break through the crates up top anyways. There aren't that many crates, and they all only have one hit in them, so it's not that big of a deal. The entire bottom is cleared out as well, so all this middle part is the only thing you have left. The greens are probably going to be the biggest problem for me, so that's why I bring the rainbow capsule to the greens. And then things are lining up pretty nicely. I try to go for the awkward places whenever I can to get them out of the way, so I don't have to come back to them later. They aren't getting many greens still, so I'm really trying to get some. But here I use the reds here. That green nicely goes there, which allows me to put this blue here. And then this blue nicely goes over to that spot. I just got these greens left. I hit this one in hopes that it'll move towards the other one, but it does not. Hitting it once more, it still does. Oh, I was wrong. It does line up very nicely with that. And I could have beat it with one less capsule being used, but that's alright. So there's that stage there. And I actually got, oh, it was last episode I got 1,000 coins from a prize box. This one I only got 500, which is one of the better ones I think, but still not great. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one is another one that I could have used Lemmy. Maybe I would have tried it if I would have lost, but I did not lose. Wario worked out just fine. And this one is one of those where the keys are all in barrels. You're kind of just letting them fall once the barrels break. Oh, this is this stage. So you start with very little capsules. But the thing is, there are these extra capsule pieces inside of these blocks. And every single block has one in it, but you have no idea which color it is. I think it is random. I don't know if it's random from round to round or if it's just randomly placed, and hard to tell from here. But basically what you're going to want to do is when you're about to break open a crate, make sure you have some reds, some greens, and some blues all ready to go, so you don't waste any of the 3 capsules that are inside of it. So basically if they're in the block, they can't be wasted, and if you have, like right there, I had a green ready to go, I got all 3 capsules from it. If I had pulled out a green from inside my inventory, then I would not have gotten the points for that. Like right here, I should have had stuff out, and I did have the green, but just I didn't get the right colors really. And also, I'm breaking a lot of blocks all at once here, which is also a really bad idea, because that means that you're probably missing out on a lot of the extra capsules. Now, if you get a good amount, you're going to be fine. You can let some go. But especially if you don't bring in Wario, you might have some trouble. You do not want to bring in like Wendy or something, because that's going to have all the pieces out at once. Unless you just have a whole bunch of capsules waiting to go. I still don't even think that would be a good idea. Really, Wendy is a bad option for this stage. But we've gotten rid of most of the blocks here. And we have this key up top. This whole left side kind of has some keys left in it. And I did get a few extra capsules from that one. I still have some extra capsule pieces in here that I'll try to get as we go. I think I start with this, yeah, so we start with the green. I had a green ready to go. Bringing out some blues. I can then use this blue here to get that one. And then we have 2 more extra capsule pieces just in case. I think at this point I don't even need the extra capsules, but I am making sure I get enough points as well. Even if you beat this stage, if you don't have enough capsules remaining, maybe you won't get enough points. I don't know. But we just have this one green virus left. I'm not worried at all at this point. We are very close to 3 stars. We have 13 capsules remaining. I'm always trying to be as efficient as possible, but you know, you can let stuff go. So, that level was done as well. Oh, right. I wanted to mention this at the beginning of the video, but I forgot. So, on the Twitter page of Dr. Mario World, they said there were no new doctors this time. There's going to be a doctor, a boost in the staffing machine. But they said, stay tuned for next month when, well, I guess they didn't say much more than that, but basically they're saying that there's going to be a character next month. So I think my theory was correct. I think I'm right about a world being added or changed somehow at some point while they were making these last few worlds, and that caused this world to not have a character. I think Morton was supposed to be the character for this world, and we didn't get it. But anyways, let's talk about this level here. The main part at the beginning is trying to get things lined up so you can get to both the locks. And then once you get both the locks, the coins around everything will be unlocked. And what you're going to want to do is clear out the viruses around the coins. The ones in the very corners will have to be cleared differently. You can either use a floating virus that got near it, or you might have to build up to it, or use a virus like against the very far walls to get rid of them. The only issue with that is that you're going to want to use those viruses later to clear the other coins, so just be cautious about that. But yeah, we just have this final row here of coins, and I'm going to use these reds at some point to do it. I just need a green to go down, and then placing these reds in here. And now we've got this section opened up. So, at this point, there probably will be a few floating viruses left. Some might get in your way, like this blue one here went in a weird spot. But other than that, you're just going along the walls. And if you did it correctly, as you clear them down, the coin underneath will be cleared out as well. So you just keep going. I, for some reason, didn't worry about the shell at the bottom, although the shells could definitely be helpful. I just didn't use the shell at all, and it's not a big deal. At this point, you can see I barely have any viruses left. Just this red and blue in here. And I did lose that one, I think, once or twice. But it's not too bad. I think the main part is the beginning, getting those locks quickly. Getting rid of the coins quickly. Once you've gotten rid of all those and have a good amount of capsules left, there's really no way to lose. So, we've got the second to last stage here. And this one starts off with you hitting all of these cannons real quick. And all of that opens up. Now the thing is, this flask here is going to spawn in some electric boxes, or the green coins. And that can be annoying for sure. And whenever you can get rid of them, you can. Or, not that you can, but you should try to get rid of them whenever you can. But really, they're not going to be that big of a deal. And at the beginning here, you're going to want to try and get everything that's lined up nicely. Any of the same color that are together, you're going to want to go for. If you can get rainbow capsules in any sections that will clear out two things at once, you will want to do that as well. Like right here, I was kind of looking to see if there was a spot. Unfortunately, there was not. But there are some ways you can still be efficient as well. You know, with this line of 3 reds here, you can clear the outside ones. Like, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to start trying to. With either a double red or 2 single red capsules, either one works. You'll see it in a second here if you don't already know what I'm talking about. Right here. So bring down some reds, you can clear those both at the same time. Saves a single red capsule. And now you can kind of see that some of the electric boxes are kind of getting annoying. But I also forgot to mention, of course, that there are electric bombs spawning in as well. And I don't know if that's random chance or if there's a certain amount of time in between before one of those spawns in. I have no idea. But they will spawn in, and they can definitely be helpful. Because you only need to clear out all the viruses. You don't have to worry about the electric boxes or anything. So if you get a lot of those electric bombs, those will help out a lot in getting some of the ones in the weird corners, for sure. like this blue and green one here in the right corner, are going to be kind of annoying to get. And it's going to take a while yet to clear the stage. There's so much ice stuff. Maybe Ludwig would be good for this one, because just like everything is in ice, so it's going to take a little bit. I think Iggy will probably come, if not in the next set of the next level, probably the level after that. I honestly don't know. Other than just generic Mario characters or enemies, I guess. I don't know who else they'd add. They've added all the main characters at this point. And the Koopalings are really the only ones that we were guaranteed to get now at this point. But yeah, someone like Dry Bones, or... I literally only thought of Dry Bones. I don't know, I felt like we had so many. You could literally just look through the list of assistants and any of those characters could be a doctor at some point. I do remember here at the end of this level, we're getting... I think I cut it pretty close. I think I get down to one virus. And it is annoying that Electrobox spawned right in that spot. So we're going to use these greens since we don't need greens. So get rid of that one. Then go down here. Luckily I get a double red to bring up here. So it all works out. So yeah, at the end there, the Electrobox were causing a little trouble. Now there was an electric bomb that spawned in as well that I easily could have went for. Alternatively, instead of doing that, either option would have been fine. I guess I probably should have went for the electric bomb. But okay, we're going into this one. This one is very close. Keep in mind here, I'm going to get a +3 from Toad. I end with 4 capsules, so the +3 did not do anything. If you're having trouble with the stage, I can definitely see that. I played this one probably like 5 times. And it can definitely be difficult, and when you get to the end, it seems pretty normal. It might feel like you're doing good, and then you get to the very end, and you just don't have enough. And the level actually suggests you bring in Wario, so I don't really know who would be better to bring in. There's no really real theme. There are some coins that come into play at some points. You know, maybe someone like, who's the guy that puts in shells? Is that Baby Luigi? Maybe that would be good to bring in, because there are some rows, especially towards the end, that would be nice to just get all cleared out at the same time. I could definitely see Baby Luigi being helpful with that. But I don't know how helpful he'd be at the beginning. That's only talking end game. And you might not even have enough capsules to get there if you bring in Baby Luigi. I don't know, this one is really tough. I have no idea who you'd want to bring in other than Wario. Seriously, if you have Wario, definitely try to use him. I don't even remember who the other character they suggest is, but I doubt they'd be very helpful. I guess maybe one of the Bowsers would be nice as well. But once you get to this point here, make sure you don't blow up these bombs. And also, I'd kind of recommend leaving the floating viruses here for a second, because they'll all be hit once by the bombs. So letting the bombs do some hits on them is nice. I think it ultimately will save you some capsules to let the bombs do that part. And there's also luck involved, of course, because the floating viruses can go anywhere. If they go into a nice spot, you know, that's great, but they won't always do so. So we've gotten to this point here. I would recommend hitting any of the floating viruses that have multiple hits in them and hope that they go down to those coins at the bottom. Because then you can use them to help you hit the coins. That will save you some capsules, which could be very detrimental to your victory. Sorry, not detrimental, I guess crucial. Detrimental is a negative term, my bad. But you're going to want to use, like this blue one here, I definitely want to use towards getting these coins. Then, once you get this first row of coins here, let's see, the next row will open up. This is where I kind of think Baby Luigi would be helpful, because he could take it a whole row like this, especially the row that has the door, or the virus in between the key and the door. It'd be very helpful to have Luigi clear out those viruses, because that's something that you're going to be finishing with, is getting those viruses out of the way. So you've gotten to this point here. You've got to get this coin somehow. It's kind of wedged in there. It won't always happen, but for me it did happen. Now we want to get rid of these final coins that are around this virus here. What I did was I had this set when I hit this virus that the caged coins will also be hit. and then clear out these 2 coins manually, coming over here and hitting this side. That means I only have to hit the other side with 3 capsules. And also keeping in mind, I got lucky with a double red there. If you don't get a double red, you have to do something like I'm going to do here, where you play something like that, and then line up some other stuff there. And you can see I have 4 capsules left. I was not lying. I did not need those extra 3 from Toad. Even if I only had 1 left, I still would have gotten 3 stars. So that is all the levels. And I thought this set was easier than previous sets we've had. I feel like all of them were pretty doable with Wario, honestly. But without further ado, I will end the video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week for that skill summit. And of course, the week after that, we'll have the rest of this world. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.